This video will show you how to replace a front inside door handle on a Subaru Outback. This will be mounted to your front door. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. We're going to have to remove the door panel. To do this, let's start behind the inside door handle. Looking behind here, you're going to find a small plastic trap door. Just use a small pick to break that free. That exposes a Phillips head screw. Go ahead and remove that. Let's make our way down to the grab handle. Now inside the grab handle, we're continuing with our angled pick. Let's go ahead and lift this tab out of here. Okay, that pushes off to one side. Behind that, there's another Phillips head screw. We're going to remove that next. Now continuing on, we're going to be using a plastic trim tool to separate the door panel from the door itself. Before we start doing that, you want to remember that you do have cables leading to the back side of the inside door handle. They're going to have to be dislodged. We also have a wiring harness along the back side here. Once again, has to be removed. So with that said, we're going to start with our trim tool and we're separating down along the bottom of the door panel. As far as up along the top, it actually has a small hooked area that goes over the door itself. So we're not prying away, we're just going to lift it up, start pulling away gently, and then like I said, we're going to start disconnecting some cables and wires. Just going to try to find a place to get in between here. We're being aware of any pinch points as we continue on. There we are. Now up along the top here, we can see our two cables. For each of these cables, we're going to want to dislodge them from the inside door handle. Generally, just go ahead and make your way underneath here and pry it out of place. If you can't do it by hand, you could use a small prying device. As you can see, that slid out fairly easily. Now we're just taking the end of the cable, we can slide that out as well. Repeat the process for the next one here. That slid right out, easy. Now that we have those cables off, we're going to continue on to our wiring. We have this area right along here. We also have it making our way down along the side and all the way down at the bottom. Now let's start down at the bottom. For this, it has a locking tab right up along the top. We're just going to go ahead and squeeze that in and pull that out of place. We'll inspect every electrical connector for corrosion, of course. Now as we make our way to this one, we can see the locking tab. Press that in. That looks good. Now we can pivot this as necessary so we can continue on with the next wiring harnesses. Now we can start dealing with these wiring harnesses. We're going for the larger wiring harness first. This is part of the reason why I had us disconnect the other wires first so we can turn this. Now in this area we can see the locking tab. We'll go ahead and push on that and we can separate this. There we are. Let's move along to the next one here, right in the middle. Has a locking tab. Here's our locking tab over here. Should be able to just press that in and pull it out of place. Perfect. And while we have it in this angle, let's just go ahead and have a peek down along this area. No corrosion there. Now that we have the door panel away from the door, we can start removing the inside door handle. This is going to be done from the other side. With that spun around, we can see the back side of the inside door handle. This is held in place with two Phillips head screws. Remove the pair. Now we can take hold of this handle. We're going to pull it away along the bottom, come out diagonally, and pull it away. And there it is, friend. Now, prior to the installation, let's just make sure we clean and inspect the mounting areas. We'll start up along the top and then down towards those bottom two mounting screw ports. Now we can install our inside door handle. As far as this is concerned, we're going to come in at an angle, starting the top in first, rolling the bottom aspect down, aligning our screw ports, and then we can start them in and snug them up. Now, as you tighten these, keep in mind you are only screwing into plastic. You do not want to strip anything out. Confirm it feels secure, and let's continue on with our installation. Prior to bringing this over towards the door, we just want to pay attention to the door panel mounting points. There's several plastic push tabs making their way all the way around the door panel. If any of them are missing, they're probably stuck in the door. Remove them and install them in the door panel. Now we've made our way over towards the door. Let's start with our electrical connectors in the center. We have the mirror switch and of course our window and door lock switches. Just going to line this up, press it in. After an audible click, just a light tug confirming it's secured in place. Now the middle connector is going to be the smaller of the three connectors, so we're going to line that up, start that one in next. It's very difficult to see upside down here. Should be able to feel around. Now that we have that one in, let's continue on to the smaller connector. That's going to go in the center here. The locking tab faces towards where the door would be. Audible click from that. For the larger connector, we have our locking tab. That faces towards the door panel. Let's make our way up here next. All the way down towards the bottom next. Locking tab faces up for this. Make sure that we have this tucked upward so it's not getting caught. Now that we have all the wires connected, let's continue on with our cables. We'll use the one with the black connector at the top there, or adapter. We're going to take that, slide it into the door handle down along the bottom there. Now I'm going to pivot this in. We can see a groove where it needs to fit. Press it in, listen for a click. After that audible click, you need to give it a tug, confirming it's secured. You don't want this falling out. Continue on, same process for the door lock next. This one's the blue connector up along the top. Line it up, press it in. Audible click, double check. Let's get this door panel in place. Now, as far as getting this door panel in place, we're going to start coming in at an angle. We want the top coming in first, and we're coming in nice and high. Along the top of the door panel, there's a hooked ridge. That slides over the door itself. Line it up, slide it down. A couple light taps confirming it's properly down, and now we're focusing along the door panel and the door itself. You remember those plastic push clips I mentioned? They need to align with their corresponding ports and we'll drive this into position. We're just double checking all the way down the line here. Press it in, tap it to lock it in. We have the door panel pressed into position. Of course, now we're going to continue on with securing it with our 2 Phillips head screws. Now let's close that plastic trap door. Let's move up to our inside door handle. We've got our screw for inside the door handle. Make sure that's tight as well and protected. Okay, friend, we finished our installation and we've tested the functionality. Go ahead and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.